Welcome to Highly Questionable. I'm Clinton Yates. It's Black History Month, and I was going to wear a dashiki, but I didn't. I got a haircut instead. Over here is someone else's father. He's Gonzalo. That person over there, she used to play nose tackle for the Green Bay Packers for 3 years in the 90s. You didn't know that. She's Mina Kimes.
I like your outfit. You look like you came straight from the Warriors photo shoot.
I tried. Repping my hometown.
You look like a substitute teacher who asks kids to call you Clinton.
Mr. Yates to you, kiddos.
Did the Celtics got host last night?
It seems to be that's the case. Let's go out to Chicago to check out this video. Boston was up by 1 point. Jimmy Butler's got the ball on the right wing. Spin move. Looks like it's a brick. Oh, look, a whistle. Could it be? Marcus Smart doesn't like the call at all. I don't like it either. Mina, this appeared to be very, very ticky-tack.
He clearly got hosed, but this is actually a big win for Marcus Smart because everybody's talking about what a great defensive play he made, and nobody's talking about the fact that he only scored 5 points last night.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think he might end up making the all-defense team, but again, Celtics, you had another shot. Al Horford put it up. I was watching the best NBA game of the season last week. LeBron James had much less time to make a much harder shot, managed to put that one off the glass. It went to overtime, and it went in. Stop complaining about calls you don't get and put the ball in the basket. That's why you make millions of dollars, gentlemen. What are we talking about here? Can't believe I even watched this game this close to the AllStar Game.
We all saw the ref look at Jimmy Butler after that, too, who apparently, at 27 years old, is old enough to get that call.
News to all of us.
Do you know what happened after that game? Wilbon ran right into the court and gave Jimmy Butler the MVP trophy right after the game. You know, he was right there on the sidelines holding that big trophy.
Hi, Michael. It's good to see you.
Should Steve Kerr play Russell Westbrook at the same time as his 4 Warriors in the All-Star Game?
So the NBA All-Star Game is coming up this weekend. Obviously, the biggest storyline is the Romeo and Juliet of the league. Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook on the same court together. Now, Kerr's been asked whether he'll play them at the same time. Kevin Durant told ESPN he's tired of the reality show, the soap opera. We should focus on important things like the game. Kevin, it's the All-Star Game. It's not important. No one cares about basketball. People just want to see you and Russell make longing eyes at each other and graze each other's elbows. That's what I'm looking for this weekend.
Valentine's Day did just pass. This is going to be a beautiful thing if Russie pulls the old cold shoulder on him. Passing the ball? Nope, don't want it. Look his way? Not even looking your way either. I hope he goes to the other side and even wears an Eastern Conference jersey just so he can block his shot and let him know who's boss. Says tremendous potential.
Can I say something to Steve Kerr and the players on the West Squad? Listen, you only have one job this weekend. You got to beat LeBron. You got to beat the crap out of LeBron. It doesn't matter how you do it. You got to do it. I don't care whether it's Kevin Durant with Russell Westbrook or with Steve Kerr. You got to beat the hell out of LeBron. That's your main goal in there. You'll be better if you go for his ankles too, Make sure that, he has a rough time during the game.
Papi.
It's always about LeBron.
I want Westbrook to do something really, 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 really mean to Draymond just to see how Kevin Durant reacts so we can test their little friendship. Say, oh, you want to know something about what being a teammate is like? Let's see what happens when I mess with your boy. Do a little of that, and then we'll see who's really friends on that Golden State Warriors team.
I want to see Draymond get the first ever technical in an All-Star game in NBA history. Make it happen, Dre.
Do you believe Boogie when he says he wants to stay in Sacramento?
It's tough to believe him, but he's been there for 7 years coming out of Kentucky, and he told Ramona Shelburne that he wants to get his jersey retired if that's going to happen.
Are you happy in Sacramento?
I'm very happy.
Because you have a chance to sign a long-term extension there this summer. Do you feel like that's something you want to do?
It'll happen.
It'll happen? Why is that?
That's where I want to be. I want my legacy to end in Sacramento. I want my jersey in the rafters of Sacramento. And I consider Sacramento home.
I mean, Boogie's a great player and all, but he's throwing around words like retiring jerseys and legacies. So far, I'm not exactly sure where that stands for that franchise, which is a little bit more proud than you might think. But for $219 million, I'm staying wherever it may be, even if that's Kokomo.
I believe him. I don't understand him. If there's anything we've learned from this Knicks fiasco, is you can't get rid of owners. And Sacramento has a problematic owner that's put together a problematic front office. And Boogie is kind of a problematic star. It hasn't worked so far. I don't see why it would work for another 5 years.
He says he trusts John Wall a lot, which means if there's a way to get him to DC, I'm all about it. Ernie Grunfeld, Theodore Leonsis, make it happen. Clear out everybody except for him and John Wall. I'll pay to go to those games.
Boogie and Sacramento at this point are like a couple that nobody wants to be around. Everybody wishes would just break up. No one invites them to dinner parties anymore. It's kind of awkward. Like, guys, you're just not good together.
Money is a great reason to stay together, though. Trust me.
Well, that's the only reason I do this show with Dan, the money.
What about the love? I thought you do it for the love.
We have the love. It's here. You understand that? Here.
Who you got in this beef? Jim Harbaugh or Paul Pete Feinbaum?
Lot to unpack here. Let's get to it. Jim Harbaugh coaches the Michigan Wolverines in football. There's a kid who is looking to go to Michigan who is a quarterback, big-time dual threat kid. Harbaugh obviously wants him. So what does he do? He hires his dad. His dad isn't just any old Joe Schmo standing on the street. He's a guy who used to coach with him. He's got a lot of experience in the league. Basically, he knows football. It might be a reasonable hire outside of the fact that, hello, his kid wants to go to Michigan. However, that's not what happened because Paul Feinbaum basically doesn't like it because the NCAA is actually looking to outlaw this because it's a little hinky. Let's hear what Paul had to say.
It may not be illegal by NCAA standards and bylaws as of this moment, but to me it's cheating. It's blatantly disregarding the spirit of the NCAA rule. We all know why he's doing it. I don't know why the media celebrates Jim Harbaugh for disregarding the NCAA rule book and doing things that in my mind are unethical.
After that, the Twitter fingers came up, and Mr. Harbaugh had something to say. Pete Feinbaum, the unabashed SEC water carrier, really needs to get his facts straight. Hashtag alternative facts.
Paul is our respected colleague who I admire very much. However, I will never pick against Jim Harbaugh in a fight. The man acts in a terrifying fashion. He drinks milk with steak. He climbs trees to recruit players. He tweets in the voice of Liam Neeson in Taken. I am so frightened that I actually hope ESPN deletes this segment afterwards so Jim Harbaugh does not see us talking about him.
When it comes to Paul Feinbaum, there's one person that matters. If Jim is going to go so far as to call him Pete, I might as well elect Paul to bring in, Phyllis from Mulga, the best caller in the history of ESPN radio. You don't want any parts of her, Harbaugh. Trust me on that one. Take it away.
You are just... I don't even have a name for you anymore, except cow turd. How dare you say that about Alabama? They lose the game. And they lost it to a good team. The team beat Alabama. But how can you say, after the dynasty took all these years, all these decades, one game is going to mean that Saban's dynasty is over? You're out of your freaking mind, cow turd. You need to go back to whatever the hell you was doing before you got on the radio. And how dare you call me out? You call me out, you're going to get me back. You hear me, you punk? You don't hate any team in this nation except for Bama. And you know why? Because they're better than what you've got. Nick Saban is a better man than you are. You could never coach because you don't have a bit of coaching in your body. You have nothing. You're jealous. That's the bottom line. You're jealous. And Bama's coming back. Bama has not lost. The dynasty is not over. Do you hear me, counter? Bama's dynasty has just begun. Kiss my butt. Roll Tide.
Listen, forget McGregor Mayweather. Phyllis Harbaugh. That's appointment viewing.
Oh, Phyllis, she got some fire in her, buddy. I'm telling you. Woo! She's hot. Phyllis. Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
I like this.
Okay,
little two-step.
where's this going?
Two-step.
Oh!
Fancy footwork.
He's tiptoeing in his Jordans.
Yes.
That's what he's doing.
Shout out to the neon icon, Riff Raff. What? Yes! Oh my goodness! Where is America's Got Talent when you need him? You teed him up for that?
My Son's TV show is brought to you by Hanakan. Open your world. Enjoy responsibly. Time to play the game that prefers my new children's to the other ones. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, and we question them. We're journalists. That's what we do.
Do you question if this was romantic?
All right, we're going out to halftime of a game at Siena. Apparently there's a half-court situation involving some sort of Dunkin' Donuts promotion. Valentine's Day was recently. Let's see how this goes. One-hander. All the way. Oh, off glass.
Nice.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm here for that. That's a baseball throw from half court. I couldn't do that.
Overhand. He's got an arm.
So what happens here? Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And then he comes out of the,
No, I don't
What?
want that. No woman wants that.
Why did he have to get them involved?
This is
Oh, that was so awkward. Did you see that dismount? She was not here for that. She was not here for that. She's like, dude, you embarrassed me so bad on my big moment. Can you imagine? You finally make a half-court shot and some dude comes out of nowhere in some foam coffee cup? Wasting your time? Come on, bro.
That's not romantic. He's just trying to get in on the money from future half-court shots. He's got a ringer.
His outfit was terrible on top of that.
Terrible.
Well, it worked for Gucci, man.
Gucci bandana. East Atlanta Santa. Coming out of the seat. Oh, look at that. You're the one kneeling, not Gucci. Look at Guwap. I was listening to his songs all the way into the studio today. Listen to that background.
Diamonds, guys, not donuts. Diamonds.
Do you question if this is fair?
So we're going to Illinois, where a U14 girls softball team decided to end their practice with a friendly game of dodgeball.
What's happening here? We got a bunch of people standing around in a gym. Look at that stage, though. Nice little production stage
This is
here.
menacing. This
Oh! Breaking out the full-blown pitch.
You knew it was
That
coming.
is
You knew it
totally
was coming.
unfair. But to be fair, this is softball. I
That's
feel
the
like you
pitcher.
gotta do
That's the
that.
pitcher right there.
You have to have this. Why doesn't anybody seem to be able to catch? Oh!
Wow.
Yes. Look at the slow-mo. Step go right in the gut. That's called the bread basket in the WWE.
It would be funnier if she wasn't the pitcher and that was the pitcher and she was like, let me show you how it's done.
The number one skill you have to be able to have in dodgeball, though, is not throwing the ball, it's catching the ball. And if you're on a softball team, you'd think you'd have better skills bringing that bad boy in. I don't understand why nobody caught that.
That girl should be the QB for the Kansas City Chiefs. Boy, she got such an arm there. You know, I'm telling you, she got a future.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is from the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh,
What is that throw?
It's Alex Smith.
He's throwing it like it's highlight.
He's checking it down. It's a classic 7-yard Alex Smith pass.
Do you question if this deserves a tech?
All right, we're going out to the free state of Maryland, where on senior night, the team was up on offense. See how this goes. All right, bringing the ball up, a little slow, a little back and forth. Looks like he's dancing a little bit. I like this.
Okay,
Little two-step.
where's this
Little
going?
two-step.
Oh!
Fancy footwork.
He's tiptoeing in his Jordans.
Yes.
That's what he's doing.
Shout out to the neon icon, Riff Raff. What? Yes! Oh my goodness! Where is America's Got Talent when you need him? You teed him up for that? What a hater!
This is what I want to see at the AllStar Game this weekend.
More of
Westbrook,
that.
Durant, and dancing.
Look at this move. Yas! Whack! Got him. Oh, see, he botched that a little bit.
The defender's like, what are you doing, man?
Came back and hit him with the twinkle toes. I don't understand what kind of a hater you have to be if you're a ref for teching him up for this. Nothing illegal happened here.
Absolutely not. It was technically awesome.
This is nothing but beautiful footwork. Oh, so disappointed. Maryland, get your refs together. Stop hating.
The only way that gets called is if Jimmy Butler's nearby.
Oh, good point.
Well, that kid needs to learn to relax like this kid does.
Uh-oh. This looks like another dodgeball situation. Oh, no defense.
No.
Look at Charlie Brown just sitting in the middle of the court with his hands in his pocket. He proceeds to walk with his hands in his pocket. James.
Oh, my God.
James Harden would learn very well from this. Look at this. I love this kid.
He looks great. I like
He
him.
is my idol.
He's fantastic.
That's what Russell Westbrook's going to do when he sees Kevin Durant coming down the court this Sunday.
I'm the beast. Fit me rappers or fit me beats. I'm untamed. I need a leash. I'm insane. I need a shrink. I love brain. I need a leech. Why complain on easy streets? I don't even talk. I let the visa speak. And I like my Sprite Eastern pink. I have more jewels than my URL. That's it is not a tumor. Red lie, stop your rumors. And I stay on track like a box of Pumas. This broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that finally has co-host with hair. See? Or no?
You tell us what to watch on TV tonight. We tell you if we're intrigued or not.
Tonight on ESPN, the NBA All-Star Celebrity Game.
My favorite part of NBA All-Star Weekend, you know it's true, Michael Smith and Jamel Hill of SportsCenter 6, also known as SC6, are hosting the East versus the West. We might remember a couple of All-Star games back when Tracy McGrady pulled off a nice little move. Bam! There it is. Beautiful dunk in the All-Star game. Check this out on replay. Guys had no idea what was going on. He knew exactly what was going on. Remember when he tried to do that again, though, last year in these celebrity games? Little awkward.
The role opposite of Jason Sudeikis. What a great guy is McGrady. Remember when he did that?
First of all, he didn't even get the toss right. Nor did he manage to even dunk the ball. That was pathetic. Mina, what are you looking forward to in this?
Yeah, it's a no for me. I'm not here to watch celebrities do cool stuff. I'm here to watch them get dunked on. I like a Justin Bieber type to maybe trip, fall, look like an idiot. We got Nick Cannon. He seems like a strong candidate for that. But for the most part, I don't see it happening this weekend.
Me, personally, it's a C. Any game that's a celebrity game that Michael Rappaport is not in is a game I'm going to watch. Poppy, what about you?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. You know who's going to be playing in that celebrity game? Mark Cuban. And you know what is going to happen? The referees are going to get back to Mark Cuban because he's always criticizing the referees. So it's going to be a big brawl in that in the middle of that court. You know, when they start calling plays against Mark Cuban, it's going to be rough for Mark.
Maybe Mark Cuban will get the first technical in an All-Star weekend.
Sort of like a Shark Tank.
On Spike, Bar Rescue.
The man, the myth, the legend that is John Taffer. You know who this guy is. He shows up to your house, slaps you in the face, throws garbage all over your lawn, and then tells you that something is wrong with you. Let's see what he has tonight.
Maria, you had a strawberry margarita. Yes. This is your margarita mix, your strawberry mix. It expired in August of 2012.
Uh-oh.
You know the drink that you had that tasted so terrible?
Somebody's getting sprayed.
That's why. That's where the soda gun sits. Brine and sludge because it hasn't been cleaned. That's what you're drinking. This is the chili that was on your fries. 20 days ago this was made. If this bar is not clean when I come here in the morning, I will not rescue you. Do you understand that? Shut this bar down. Get these people out of here. You got to prove yourself to me, Michelle. Shut it the down. This bar is closed.
Wow, that is a definite no for me because every time this guy shows up anywhere, I am beyond nervous and I feel like I'm going to get hit with flying bar shrapnel. I've been in that situation when I didn't want to be. I would certainly not put myself in it voluntarily. Mina.
You're crazy. This is a C. I love this guy. We've been talking all week about Oakley and the Knicks. That's who needs to go in and talk to James Dolan. He needs to walk into the Garden, say, if you don't clean up this team by tomorrow, I will not rescue this team.
Poppy, what about you?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. You know, this guy said pro, but listen, after a while, you start drinking at that bar, you get drunk, and you don't care whether the stuff was, you know, expired, 10 years ago, or whether the stuff doesn't smell good, or, you know, whether you got stains down here. They don't go there. They go there to drink and have a lot of fun, buddy.
Sort of how I feel about South Beach.
On BBC America, Planet Earth 2.
All right, we're going to the animal world for this one, where a bird is apparently in some sort of mating ritual that I don't know anything about. Just kidding. She's going to pick the one that jumps longer or higher. I'm not sure which. Let's see. All right, this is a definite C from me, if for no other reason than it reminds me of the funniest Eddie Murphy movie of all time, which is Coming to America. When he finally sees his bride and he doesn't know what to do with her, she says she'll do anything for him at once. He does her jump up and down on one leg and bark like a dog. This reminds me of that. Don't ever jump and down for anybody. If that person loves you and wants you, you don't have to do anything but walk in and tell them how you feel. C for me.
I regret that I have but one C to hold up. Forget the dunk contest. That's what I want to watch. I haven't been this hyped for a sequel since John Wick 2. I will watch anything with animals, and I will watch the heck out of this.
Papi, what about you?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But listen, boy, if I had to jump high to impress a lady, I'd still be single. There'll be no Dan or David or Bomani.
News alert.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Au revoir, mes amis. Dan and Bomani will be back on Monday.
Adios.
No! Too smooth! Don't try that! No! Wait for it. What are we doing?
I got the rookie.
What are we doing?